Welcome. This video is going to be the first video in a series of videos showing how to play the steel guitar parts for the song New Patches as performed by Charley Pride. This video will cover the intro of the song. The intro of the song is split between the fiddle playing the first half and the steel guitar playing the second half. And since I don't know how to play fiddle, we're just going to worry about the steel guitar parts. I'll play it for you. Let's listen to it. I'm not going to play over it in case I make a mistake. Let's just hear what we're going for here. Here's the original version by Charley Pride. Just the steel guitar part. All right, so there's some stuff in this video that if you've been following my other videos, there's a natural progression, and we're going to be talking about how to play on strings 5 and 8 for this video, which is going to be a really important technique to learn if you are on your journey of playing steel guitar, especially from a beginner's standpoint. None of my videos so far, I don't think, have covered anything in depth on playing on strings 5 and 8 together. This video will be a lot of that. Because the intro starts on 5 and 8, and so let's just get right into it. The intro goes like this, or pretty close to it. The song is in the key of B flat, so we're going to be thinking around the pedals up position here on the 6th fret. And we're also going to be thinking about the pedals down position on the 13th fret in B flat. To start with, we're going to be on in that 13th fret position. Actually, we're going to start on fret 11, but what we want to think about is playing around that B flat that's on 13 with your pedals down. So let's get to the 5 and 8 part of this. Strings 5 and 8 are only involving no pedals. Neither one of your pedals does anything for string 8, and string 5 is operated by your A pedal only. Okay, you're going to see that a lot of times I have my B pedal down when the B pedal is not really even being used. Well, that's because we're playing around that 13th fret, both pedals down position B flat. And so I just typically have the B pedal down even if I'm not making it sound out. For one thing, if you accidentally hit a note, like on the 6th string, if you have that B pedal down already, it's probably going to sound fine when you're on this 13th fret. So that's not necessarily the case for the 11th fret, but on the 13th fret it is the case. Okay? So I'm going to start this song with my knee levers. This is going to use what I'm going to call the E knee lever, and that is the one that lowers your E's from E to D sharp or E flat, however you want to look at it. For me, that's my right knee left. For you, that might be your left knee right. It depends on your setup, and I have the Emmons set up, by the way. So my pedals go A, B, C instead of C, B, A. Okay. So I'm going to start on fret number 11, and I'm going to be playing strings 5 and 8. Actually, that's a little bit backwards. I'm actually going to start this by hitting string 8 first, and then string 5. I have, if you're looking at my foot, I have that B pedal down, but that's my habit. It's not actually being used. So this is pedals up, and I have the E knee lever engaged, lowering my 8th string. And from here we're going to go to the 13th fret, and we're going to come off of the knee lever. Sorry. And then we're going to go into the A pedal alone. You can have the B pedal down if you want. And that's the phrasing. And then we go up, clear up here to the 18th fret. And this is the B flat. Again, that's the B flat pedals up position. It's an octave higher than this one here. So we're, sorry. This is all over a B flat. From that note, we're going to shift to strings 5 and 6, no pedals, and slide all the way down to 13, and engage the A and B pedal both as you do. So it should sound like this. Just kind of a way to take us back to that position. Okay, that's almost half of what we're going to play. Let's listen to the whole thing. So I'll play this again, the whole thing. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's do it again together. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And let's do it kind of up to speed. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Two, 3, 4, 1, 2. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, the back half of the intro is going to go back to the 13th fret, no knee lever, no pedals. We're going to rock into the A and back out. And we're going to play strings 5 and 8 again. Just like that. And then you go up to 13. I hope I said that was the 11th fret. That is the 11th fret, not the 13th fret. Now we go up to the 13th fret. And we go in and out of the A pedal. Go back to the 11th fret. And engage the A and E lever while you slide. So, and then come off of the A pedal and engage the E and E lever. That finishes that little phrase. It goes. You can hear how strings 5 and 8 are really conducive to playing some great melody lines with a harmony with it. Some great harmonized melody lines. They're just great. Lloyd Green uses them a lot of steel players. It's an integral part of playing steel guitar. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of this video. Okay? Let's put together what we have so far. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, now all we do is just do a little tagline on the end of it to finish off the solo, or the intro, I should say. And what we're going to do is we're going to go from our pedals down position, just thinking about the position of the chords. We have our B flat down here on 6 with no pedals. Go up 3 frets to the 9th fret and engage your F knee lever, raising your E's to F. For me, that's my left knee left, probably yours too if you're playing an Emin setup. And then raise your 5th string with your A pedal. So, and we're playing on strings 3, 4, and 5 on this. The actual lick that starts off on the 9th fret. So I was just showing you that how to get to that, why we're playing on the 9th fret. We have our pedals up position here. If you go up 3 frets and engage the F knee lever and the A pedal and play the same strings, you get another inversion of that chord. And that's where we'll start. And we're actually going to go from the 9th fret, play all 3 strings, 3, 4, and 5, and we'll slide back to the 6th fret and let off of the F knee lever and the A pedal at the same time while you're sliding. So we're just essentially going from a B flat, sliding down to another B flat. And it sounds like this. Okay, and then we're going to go on from the 6th fret, we're going to go on to the B and C pedals together. And you should hear your hammer into it just like I did there. And then pick it again and pull off. Let up on your pedals. And that's all on 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let me play that last part. It goes like this. It's just the last tagline to finish off his intro. All right, so let's play the whole thing together. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so that's how you play the intro of the song New Patches, at least the Charley Pride version. Other people have recorded the song and have different versions, but the Charley Pride version goes like that. One thing I want to say about this 5 and 8 combination, just kind of finishing this up here, is that this is a really common thing to do, and you need to be able to learn how to play around, fluidly getting in and out of the combination between having your knee lever and your A pedal, your knee lever engaged and your A pedal up, to the knee lever disengaged. That's your E knee lever, by the way. The knee lever disengaged and your A pedal down, like. And using that combination of A pedal and knee lever to get those nice harmony sounds. A really good example of this is a song called Bars of Steel by Lloyd Green on the Lloyds of Nashville album. I'll try to play a little bit of it here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's close, but anyway, you can see how those 5 and 8 combinations are all over the place in there to lead those melodies around and give it a beautiful harmony with it. One last thing before we finish this video is that whatever you do on strings 5 and 8, you can also do on 4 and 5, since 4 and 8 are the same string, just an octave apart, and they're both operated by the knee levers the same. In other words, your F knee lever raises both of them, and your E knee lever raises or lowers both of them the same. So whatever you do on strings 5 and 8, you can do it on strings 4 and 5 as well. Just for fun, I'm going to play the intro to New Patches, and instead of playing those parts on 5 and 8, I'll play them on 4 and 5, and you can hear what that sounds like. Got got a different sound, but it's still the same intro. It's just got a different sound. Probably a little bit more crying steel sound up there in that higher register. And that's a little bit more mellow sounding when you play 5 and 8. A little more crying sound when you play 4 and 5, a little more mellow when you play 5 and 8. So use them however you want, but they're very important things to know. Okay, the next video will be the steel guitar later in the song, so keep your eyes peeled for that video to pop up hopefully shortly.